Astrophotography can be the most rewarding of amateur astronomy, or it can be the most frustrating. It can require a lot of patience and knowledge of exactly where to point the telescope. If pointed in the right direction, you might just catch a nebula or even a faraway galaxy. Weather conditions in astrophotography: you have to make sure that everything is correct from your equipment to the weather conditions. While you can control your equipment, it's impossible to control the weather conditions, so your date with the sky could end up cancelled. The great news is that astrophotography can be done by anyone who is willing to put forth the time and effort, no matter how bad you may be stood up by the weather. Challenges: the ultimate challenge is being successful at astrophotography. Although your equipment can range from a simple camera to a computer-controlled telescope, there is always something out there to photograph. A challenging aspect of astrophotography is that in some cases you have to pay attention to the Earth's rotation. If you have to make a long exposure, you will have to keep the camera aimed at the same piece of sky as the Earth rotates to the west. Without being able to keep the camera focused on this specific area for long exposures, you will get a photograph that isn't very clear. The Earth actually rotates 1 degree every 4 minutes, which is 15 degrees every hour. A great way to ensure that you are going to be successful in astrophotography is to create a checklist of the necessary tasks that are needed to achieve your goal. Everything has to be perfect in order to make that picture as perfect as can be. From focus to equipment, everything must be right on track and ready to go. Although precision in tracking the item that you are photographing is amongst the most important, the focus of your photographing device is extremely important, or your efforts will be for naught. The focusing and the tracking of your desired celestial subject are amongst the most important, aside from the type of equipment you are using. Those brilliant photos you see in magazines are either done manually with a reticle eyepiece or are guided automatically by a CCD charge-coupled device autoguider. No matter what equipment you are using, the focus is very important in making you successful in astrophotography. Conclusion: some of the greatest astrophotography prodigies in the world have websites detailing what equipment is best and provide articles for amateurs to use as guides in achieving that first perfect photo. Although it may take a few tries, the perseverance is what will get the amateur through the daunting but very rewarding task of astrophotography.